Is Coach Greg accurate? Have I been BSing you all the time? Is my laser eye vision more accurate than the testing that you're currently using? So we have today an expert weighing in on this. His name is Dr. Jordan Moon, and he's going to be speaking on body fat testing inaccuracies.
Dr. Jordan Moon is an expert in body composition. That's why I brought him in, especially for this one, because he's looked at and done the studies and the inaccuracies.
That DEXA scan, that skin fold caliper, that hydrostatic weighing test, is it accurate? Is it worthwhile? Should you be using it? Should you rely on it? Let's watch the video together, see what he's saying, and does Coach Greg agree or disagree?
So the fact is the errors in these devices are so large.
How big?
In most cases, it's going to be about 4 or 6% error.
So unless you're using Coach Greg's laser eye vision or an MRI, it's not accurate at determining whether or not you're losing fat, gaining muscle, and so on. It's not. You're thinking, no, the DEXA scan has already done a video proving it's not accurate, and you choose not to watch it because it's not enough drama for you. And then you say, oh, I got my DEXA scan done and this happened. No, it guessed at it. The DEXA scan guessed.
Really, the best rule of thumb is if you can't see a change, then don't measure it on a body composition device. And if the scale's not changing by about 10 pounds, then it's not really going to be accurate.
So you wish it was accurate. Oh, I get my body fat done weekly. The guy's saying if you haven't lost about 10 pounds, or if you don't visually see a noticeable change, you may as well not even bother doing the test. Why? Why not? If you send me a progress photo 2 weeks later and I see you're leaner, you're leaner. The DEXA scan, it might not say that. Ask Brian Shaw. Oh, I lost so much weight. I've been doing amazing. My performance is better. My strength is up, and I look so much better. Goes on the DEXA scan. Oh, you're down 26 pounds of muscle. Dang it! That literally happened. It happened. They are not accurate. And I make videos saying they're not accurate. And you're like, oh, Coach Greg doesn't know what he's doing. He just spews drama. He doesn't actually give out any scientific information. He doesn't know what he's talking about. No, he doesn't have a master's degree in kinesiology. I'll give you accurate information based on what I know. If I don't know it, I'm not saying it. That's why I'm right 99.8% of the time.
If you're doing skin folds and circumferences, don't convert them to percent fat. Just look at the raw data, millimeters, centimeters. That gives you more data because that's an actual anthropometric measurement. It's not a body composition measurement per se.
He's saying if you're using skin fold calipers, pinching body fat over the chest, arms, wherever, you can still do that. It's still good to know. But if you convert it to a body fat percentage, it's not really accurate. It's not. It's a fun guess, but it's a guess. Don't use it as information saying, oh, you lost 5 pounds of muscle this week because I just tested you on the skin fold. No, you cannot accurately determine that. You cannot. You're better off looking in the mirror with your eyes and seeing how are you performing. You can't just say, oh my goodness, I lost 5 pounds of muscle this week because the DEXA scan skin fold caliper told me so.
The biggest issue we see is a composition-based issue because adipose tissue itself isn't pure fat.
Adipose tissue, when you pinch skin fold, it's not just fat. There's other things in there like water. And depending on that water, it can make you have a thicker or thinner skin fold. When I'm trying to tell people their body fat percentage, I need to know so much information. I see a picture and I guess what your body fat is, but it depends. Was that first thing in the morning? Was it late at night? Did you just eat? Are you dehydrated? Hydrated? Do you have a pump? Are you tan? Is there good lighting? Are you flexed, unflexed? It is hard to guess people's body fat. I have a lot of experience, and given enough information, I can get you a pretty freaking good number. Better than the freaking DEXA scan. So you might argue, say, oh, Coach Greg, you're not accurate. Well, guess what? Neither is what you're using. Mine, I argue, more accurate than what you're using, so why not use it? And what would you prefer? Would you prefer to look lean? I look at you and I say, wow, you are ripped. Nice abs, great development, good condition, good job, wow. Or would you rather have some machine say, you're shredded, when you got a beer belly? Which one's better? Which one? Does it make more sense? Do you not want to look lean? What good is a number that's not accurate saying you're single digit body fat when you're obese? You don't want that. It's okay to get your fat tested for fun, but don't rely on it as crucial information that decides if you're a worthy person or not.
If I start creatine loading, what's going to happen? I'm going to start increasing creatine stores, which are bound to water, so I'm going to have an increase in fat-free mass. So the easiest way to increase muscle mass is to load creatine. It's not real functional muscle mass.
It's like when I stopped HRT and I look leaner. Testosterone makes you hold water. When you hold water, you don't look as lean. I look leaner, 100% natural, than I do when I'm on HRT.
It's the same thing when you get on a low-carb diet and you start cutting glycogen. Each gram of glycogen is bound to 3 to 4 grams of water, so you're losing water.
Why do you think I do keto when I diet for competition for 3 days? To deplete my body of water. Gets me leaner, allows me to make a weight class. Carbs store water as glycogen. That's how it works. So when you go on a crash diet, you drastically reduce carbs, or if you go keto, you're losing a lot of water weight. So just because the scale goes down when you diet doesn't mean you're actually losing fat.
Guess what happens on the scale or your device? It's going to show that you lost muscle mass or fat-free mass, but it's not functional muscle mass. How do you measure functional muscle mass? You do an MRI.
And it's exactly, an MRI is within 99% accuracy. The only way to be 100% accurate is you have a cadaver and you weigh out everything. That's the only way. Aside from that, there is error. MRI is the closest you can get. How many of you are going to get an MRI scan to determine your body fat? No one!
So get that out of your head, that you're going to be able to assess whether or not they're losing muscle mass or not. I would say a better objective or better approach is whether or not their strength is decreasing and their performance is decreasing is a better way to measure whether or not they're losing functional tissue.
But that's not the only case either. There is error in that. If you're training differently, you might lose some strength, but not have lost muscle. You might have lost fat and the bar has to travel down further. Your chest used to be to here, now it's back here because you lost 20 pounds, and the bar has to go further, therefore you're going to push less weight. So just because you got weaker, it doesn't mean you lost muscle. But if you feel like crap when you're dieting, you have no energy and you're starving, you need to eat more. Yeah, bodybuilders, competitors, models, they have to do that for their careers, for their job, for the competition. But if you're a regular person and not competing, you shouldn't be dieting to the point where you have no energy and feel like garbage. It's not worth it. You might think it is, oh, if I get my dream body, I'll be happy. Nope, you won't be, especially if you feel like garbage the entire time. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. Bloops over there. Follow me on the talk and the gram. And until next time, buy my freaking cookbook. And I'm out. I feel like Gertie's making me laugh. Every time I say something, years ago, like, let me see if I can freaking record this.